This is one other subject that I want to talk to you guys about, and then if I have time, I'll answer a few questions. Department of Justice, as we all know. What is the biggest headache, by the way? I actually talked to both companies this week about this subject, because guess what? School is starting, right? We're going to have a lot of unaccompanied minor issues. Please do not take unaccompanied minors in your car. Don't. You're going to actually, what the Lyft CEO said, you're going to open a can of whip ass on yourselves if you get an offender bender, because there is no VOOM coverage. There is no P2, P3 coverage. There's nothing. You guys are screwed for life. So tailpipes, move on. Do not pick any underage minors. You know, even if you think your cancellation rate is going to go up, don't do it. Huge responsibility. But we have another headache, right? It's a major headache, actually, for a lot of drivers, which is, you know, people with service animals. Now, I love dogs, mostly dogs, they are. But those service animals are better trained than the driver and the owner itself, okay? They will come in and sit in the, you know, floor. They won't jump all over the car, right? I mean, you can tell if the dog is service animal or if it's some chihuahua that people go, oh yeah, this is my emotional support dog. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take you. But then if you don't take them, what happens? They deactivate you, because the rider will complain to Uber and Lyft saying, oh, you know, refuse service with an animal. I'm like, no, you know, don't you guys think that the rider should have some sort of proof? Maybe they should have like a card, you know, ID card for the dog. That, yeah, look, this is my service animal. I'm not bullshitting you, driver, right? But no, I am 8 out of 10. They're not service animals. You can tell they're not service animals. They come in the car, jump on your seats, mess up your seat, hair everywhere. I'm all like, what a disaster. But then under ADA guidelines, I have to take that person in my car. If I don't, they will complain and Uber and Lyft will deactivate me. But now, DOJ is looking into Uber and Lyft ride refusals involving guide dogs. Now, if you have a service animal and you know it's a service animal, there are a couple of questions you guys can ask. Okay, which is this a service animal? Obviously, you're going to ask. You cannot ask for paperwork. You cannot ask for anything like that. But now that the DOJ is looking into Uber and Lyft, because people are seeing the dog and go tailpipes, cancel, what's going to happen? What do you guys think is going to happen? I'm sure all of you already got the emails. I got one saying you must take under ADA, American Disabilities Act. It's a federal law, by the way, which is horrible. And these companies are stuck between the ADA and the DOJ, and the drivers are stuck between the companies and this shit. What they do? They go, you have to take every animal in the car. I mean, I'm like deadly allergic. What if I have like a hyperflactic shock or something because I'm allergic to dogs? I go hit a wall and I'm like, this is out of control. But the point is, DOJ is putting a squeeze on Uber and Lyft, right? Who do you think Uber and Lyft is going to put a squeeze on? The rider saying, no, you have to have proof that this is a guide dog or guiding guide dogs or service dogs. No, they're going to boot you. They're going to go, you know, they're going to go, Serge, you're deactivated. You're fired because this guy or lady with a out of control dog, you know, piss in my car. No, I'm not going to let it. But then you guys really be careful with this issue. Okay, please be careful with this issue. Actually, this is a good one. You can only ask passenger, is this a service animal and how does it help you? You are ordered by law to take the animal no matter what. I actually agree with the whole comment here. But then freedom is not the point. The point is there are laws. There are federal laws that Uber and Lyft have to abide by, and there are laws as rideshare drivers under the so-called terms of service you have to abide by. And unfortunately, when DOJ puts the squeeze on these people, they're going to put the squeeze on us. I guarantee you that. But going back, please, schools are starting. Please, please, please do not take unaccompanied minors in your car. I don't care how desperate you are for that $5. You are playing with mega fire. Your life is over. Okay? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay? And so there you go. Okay, let's see. S says, I'm allergic to pet hearing. Hey, yeah. You can't opt out. You cannot. No, you don't have the option. I had a driver who got a doctor's note and sent it to Uber. This guy is truly deadly allergic, like deadly, right? And Uber said, no, it's a federal guideline. There's no ifs and buts. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, be careful with this, guys. There you go. That's good advice, Kenneth. If you see your passengers, well, I mean, look, man, I like dogs as much as the next person, but when I see the dog jumping up and down already before they get in my car, I'm like, no, not gonna happen. Tailpipes. But then, yeah. So shots, yes. Eric Lee, shots. Hocus pocus, there you go.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.